Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome. I do apologize, I'm a few minutes late. I got caught up in some amazing back-end work for you guys. I've been plotting for you guys some really cool stuff that's about to happen. And you know what? I just got in the name of the game. So first off, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Daily Dose of Awesome. My name is Chef Katrina. I am the Director of Client Experience and one of your mentors inside this training program. And I just want to give a quick moment for you guys to say hi. Shout out to everybody. I see that Scott's on, Hillary's on with us. And again, I totally acknowledge I am 6 minutes late to the Daily Dose of Awesome. And you know, that is not what I'm committed to. We are on time. We are here to be here to provide value for you guys. I know you guys wait to be on here all the time. You guys are like standing at the gate waiting to join these Daily Dose of Awesomes. And I know how much value you guys get out of being here. And I really just want to acknowledge you for taking the time out of your day for these 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education. So quick shout out to everybody here. Hello, hello. I've just been having a blast over the past couple of days, bringing on new team members for Elite Marketing Pro and looking at roles and responsibilities. So that's kind of what I was struggling with, honestly, a little bit before I just jumped on here a few seconds. I was like, oh, I don't have a topic. What do I talk about? That's why it just says Daily Dose of Awesome today. But there was a lot of great conversations that took place last night. If you guys did not get a chance to watch it, the Monday Mojo from last night was really impactful. I know many of you guys had a great time in that conversation, learning what it is to get started in your business and some of the mindset pieces that happen and how easily it is to get distracted in the world of online marketing. Probably way too easy for many of you. So I love that you guys are here, and thank you guys for being generous with your time. So some of you guys said I'm right on time, missed a lot of things. So yeah, so Susan said last night's Monday Mojo was very powerful. There's a lot of things you can take away from it. And I really just kind of want to be on point around some of this, is that it's really easy to lose focus and get distracted in the world of online marketing, even in the world of network marketing. How many of you guys inside of the network marketing business, and I know there's probably all these hands are going to go up around this, you know, you got into your network marketing and your upline said, do this one thing. How many of you guys did this one thing, and then all of a sudden in a couple of weeks, couple of moments later, you got totally distracted and were like, ooh, but this person over here said if I do this, this is going to work for them. Or you've been to a team meeting, right, where you've had people, you've been to a hotel meeting and everyone's doing something a little different, and you're like, well, which one do I do? Which one do I take? Has anyone had that experience of kind of like which is the better way to build a business? Anybody, if you have had that experience, definitely drop a 1, because that is probably one of the biggest things, is that we all have a different place to come from. Everyone's got a different way of building. Everybody has got a different way of how they built their business. I mean, I've yet to meet anybody that builds this business exact same way. Very, very few. And Marilyn, for the Monday Mojo, here on our Facebook page, you guys are right here on Elite Marketing Pro. If you guys go to our video section, the replay of the Monday Mojo is there. So yeah, so even in our own network marketing companies, we get conflicting information, right? We get one upline that says they've done this and been really, really good at it. We get another person, especially if you've gone to your conferences, you'll get leaders that step and say, well, I did it this way and it worked for me. You're like, ooh, I'm going to go try that. And it's like shiny objectitis inside of your own network marketing company. And I see some of you guys are going, yes, totally, been there 100 times. So there's a lot of things that are out there. Now, you guys have probably heard this before, right? Pretty much everything works if you focus on one strategy. So those that are inside of the network marketing business that focus on building through social media will create success if they focus on the engagement on social media. One of the things I truly love about traditional and online marketing is there's a crossover. In the world of offline marketing, we have to talk to people. In the world of online marketing, we have to talk to people. And I think that's where a lot of us kind of get hung up, because we think that we can hide behind, and I'm just as guilty. I am totally guilty. I'm calling out one on myself that we can hide behind the monitor, right? And I can hide behind my Facebook post and my page, and I really don't have to have conversations with people. I don't have to have a message with them. They'll just join my team just because of something cool I posted on Facebook, right? That was the world I lived in for a very long time. That I just thought people would join just because of some of the cool posts I put up there or whatever. And I didn't realize how important it was to connect with these people either inside of a group, in training, and even face-to-face video calls, right? So face-to-face video calls like this were really, really huge and crucial in building rapport and relationships with my team. Getting people on the phone was a huge piece of the puzzle. What I liked about social media is that I could kind of get a sense of who you were before I ever picked up the phone. So really it kind of alleviated a lot of that fear that takes place in picking up the phone and calling somebody, because I got a sense of who you were as we were chatting on Facebook, right? So it is really easy to get distracted by a lot of the training that's in the back office of Elite Marketing Pro. It's really easy to get distracted by all the different conversations upline, sideline companies are making. So the one thing that we discovered last night with Wendy, and what you guys have heard pretty much this whole entire month, from Julie Burke to Allison to everybody that was on a Monday Mojo this month, and Misha Wilson, is when they got focused on one thing and they stayed in that zone, that everything began to work, right? So, and there's taking responsibility. There's also taking responsibility for doing the squirrel syndrome, or is wombat. If you're down in Australia, I've heard it's called wombat syndrome because you guys don't have squirrels down under. So learning that in the process. But it's really just getting focused on what you're up to, right? I was having a call with a client today, or I was actually having coffee with a client today, and having had as many calls as I've had with so many of you guys that are inside this community, especially our fast track clients, the one thing I've definitely pinpointed that's a missing for many is being consistent in the mundane. And what I mean by that is being consistent in the work that is boring. This probably sounds a little weird, but it's true. Posting every day to Facebook may not be the most exciting thing in your business, right? Posting something that's motivational, posting something about your life, posting something about content. Maybe you're like, really, is this working? And the reality is, yes, it is working. It's staying consistent so that your audience sees you. You guys are witness to it every single day here on our Elite Marketing Pro page. We constantly promoting motivational quotes. We constantly have Daily Dose of Awesomes on here Monday through Friday. We are also posting content from our blog, and it's being consistent in these actions and having this engagement with you guys that actually help build our business. Now, while it doesn't seem exciting as building out a funnel or learning how to set up a follow-up email series or all the other hard stuff you guys seem to like to do over the simple stuff, that is truly where the business actually occurs. It's staying consistent in what becomes the mundane, the basics, the fundamentals of your business that really create the biggest background of your success. Is this making sense to anybody? Is this kind of resonating with you guys? You guys are sitting there going, oh, right? Because I get a lot of you, including myself, there comes a point where you're like, I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and it feels like I should be doing more. It feels like there's something I'm missing. Has anybody experienced that yet? Are you? Some of you may or may not be there yet, but it is a place some of you guys get to is, hey, I've been posting every single day. I've been doing this every single day, and I'm not getting any results. Guess what? That's part of the process, right? That's part of the trust that's starting to get developed with your team, with your audience, right? And you guys are like, yes. And so this is part of the process of what you get access to, right? You are learning. I'm going to scroll down. I guess I'm missing you guys. So, yep, you guys are saying that. It's staying consistent in that. Stay consistent in your posts because your audience is watching you. They're actually watching to see what you're up to. They want to know that you're staying consistent in there because they're learning from you. You are their biggest connection to education and training online. And they're watching to see what you do. And they're watching to see what happens in your business. And they're watching to see who you praise. And they're watching to see what type of engagement you have. That's all part of the process. That's all what happens in business. Business is not all about building new funnels and emails and everything else. A lot of you guys, for many of you guys inside of network marketing, right? Building your team, right? Staying consistent in your training for your team, staying consistent in the follow-up for your team, making sure your team knows how to have engagement with you, what kind of conversations you're going to be having with them. Like that is what the process is. And that's what you have to look forward to. And I'm kind of reading your guys' content over here, some of the comments you guys are making. Steven's like, it's like talking to a wall. It is. There's a lot of times when you're on Facebook, you're like, it's crickets. You're like, okay, I did a Facebook Live and one person showed up live, right? But the other piece of that puzzle is you don't know who's going to watch the replay. And I just have a quick question for some of you guys. You guys are doing it today, which I'm really loving, but how many of you guys scroll through Facebook and just scroll without commenting? Maybe you drop a like, maybe you give a heart, but you've never said anything else about that post. How many of you I'm totally guilty of this. I am super, super guilty of scrolling through Facebook and maybe doing a like and doing a heart, and then I just keep going, right? If you're guilty of this like me, it's pretty common, but this is me watching people. Not necessarily do I comment on every post I see on Facebook, right? Not necessarily do I give a reaction is what they call it, like a like or a face or a smile or whatever, but I am watching, right? And that's the tendency many of us have when we're watching other people. We want to know what's going on, right? And we're curious. We're like, how long are you going to stay at this? How long are you going to keep training me? When's the other shoe going to drop, right? So that's part of the process behind this, guys, is just staying consistent in the actions. Taking responsibility that this is your business, right? One of the big pieces of the puzzle is that this is your business that you're in control of. You chose to invest in a network marketing opportunity. You said, hey, I want something to change in my life. Many of you guys came into the world of online marketing saying, hey, I'm choosing to use social media as a way to build my business. And some of that it could cost money to do paid advertising, but I promise you this, guys, I've paid advertising dollars to put stuff into newspapers that probably got less results than learning how to market on Facebook. I have run ads in the local newspapers. I've run ads in magazines. As a network marketer, these are some of the things that we're absolutely taught how to do, right? Kind of like, here's a little blurb, go ahead and post this in the newspaper or whatever. And what's so funny is that you guys, this is great, because this is only a couple of years ago, right, that the company said, hey, post these ads. These are ads that do really well. These are the ones you guys can use to put inside of newspapers and magazines, and we approve these ones. What's really funny is that it's kind of the same thing what we're doing right now using social media, is that you're learning through Elite Marketing Pro how to place very strategic ads that brand you. So it's a little bit different, but it's kind of funny, and I'm thinking about this out loud to myself, how similar what I did back in the day with advertising. Yeah, even Heather puts on, she's like, I did magazine ads back in the day, right? It was the one way to get, recognized in our community locally. It's like, okay, I'm going to run it in the local newspaper. I'm going to run it in the local magazine. I'm going to find something that's only local to the county that I live in and run an ad there. Yeah, so, and Nicole's like, my upline still does this. So they're still going after the traditional advertising in the traditional methods, right? Like posting stuff up in the post office, putting things on pegboards, running ads in local magazines and newspapers. These are still forms of advertising. The only thing that happens on social media is now you have the ability to really target your advertising and start learning that process, but doing it in a very strategic way. Because instead of just going after the whole county in which you live in, now you're able to like narrow it down maybe within like the people that are interested in what you're doing in the area code that you live in, or worldwide. You can take it international. Yeah, so it's just really crazy because we always seem to invest money. I mean, I bought Sizzle cards. Anybody buy Sizzle cards? You guys know what that is? Little cards that say like, if you want to retire in 5 years, call me. And you drop these like fluorescent yellow or green or orange cards on people's doorsteps. You've spent money on advertising. How many of you have bought a business card and put your company on there and say, hey, if you want to learn more about joining me in my business, that's another form of advertising that you guys have probably taken on. I love what Heather said here. So spending money is part of the process of discovering what you don't know that you don't know, right? Craigslist. I totally forgot about Craigslist. Totally have done Craigslist, running ads there. Business cards, bought those. I think I bought like a couple thousand of them, handing them out. That's another form of advertising. That's money spent on advertising. Oh, is it anybody? And I think Ray Higdon talked about this once. Door hangers. Yep, thrifty nickel. That's another one. I actually did Post-its, and I got a stamp that said, "Hey, if you want to join me in my network marketing business or for more information about how to retire," and I would stamp all these Post-it notes. And oh my God, I can't remember telling you guys this. And I would actually walk through the neighborhoods and actually put these Post-it notes on the driver's side of people's cars, because I was told that this was a great way to capture people's attention, because they would see these business cards on their, or see these Post-it notes on the side of their car and think something was wrong, so they're more likely to pick it up and read it. Yeah, that was another way of doing it. Yeah, there was some crazy, but these were all different forms of advertising. And when we get into the attraction marketing formula, when you guys get into the 10-day boot camp, right? One of the things that the 10-day boot camp that Jennifer just brought up, right, is the shotgun versus the sniper mentality. So are you marketing in a shotgun fashion, which is like just spreading it everywhere and hoping something hits and lands? Or are you coming online to social media and learning a very like strategic sniper approach where you are discovering exactly who your audience is? You're discovering exactly who the person is that's most likely to buy and join your team. So it's a totally different mentality from the offline traditional method, which we still spend money on and we still pray that works. Or you're coming online doing that same thing, and in the beginning you may have a little bit of a struggle because you don't know exactly who your audience is. So you're testing and tweaking and discovering that, and that's part of the process of learning it in the beginning, so that you get more familiar with it. And that's all part of the process, right? I definitely was committed in a lot of my offline marketing methods. So, there is, in the world of network marketing, what we've learned and what many of you guys have discovered is that there's always an ad money to spend, whether it's through door hangers, whether it's through Post-it notes, whether it's through business cards, whether it's through newspapers or magazines. We're always advertising because that's one of the ways that we're taught to grow our business. Coming online and learning the attraction marketing method way, getting access to that 10-day boot camp, and really learning how to refine your process is what makes the difference in the success and the fast and the quickness of the success that those that join us inside of Elite Marketing Pro and grab hold of that attraction marketing formula book begin to have, because that's where the magic really, truly happens. So I hope you guys found this valuable today, because I just really think that it's just a great place to play in, that marketing happens no matter what, whether you're online or offline. You're going to be spending ad dollars in some form or method to get more eyeballs on what you're doing in your business. So you can either learn the attraction marketing way, which brings people coming to you, or you possibly could go out and still continue to prospect the old-fashioned way. Either way, you're still spending money. And that's something that we are all aware of as network marketers, is that we're going to be spending and investing money in our marketing to bring more people in. That's how most of us learn and start to develop to grow our business. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being on here. Miguel's like, I printed out my own cards. I did that too. If you guys ever saw back behind me, there's a whole thing about labels and stickers and address stickers. And oh my goodness gracious, you guys, you guys think I'd be crazy. So really excited you guys to be here. Thank you guys for being generous with your time. I know we're at 19 minutes now. We're 4 minutes over our 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, education. To you guys to learn more about the attraction marketing formula method, for the person that's sharing this information with you in today's training, click on their link up above to get access to the 10-day boot camp. It's just 10 days and an email series delivered to your email box, so you can get and understand how attraction marketing formula can be used in building your business online. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day, and we'll see you inside the communities. Bye, guys.